Hey everyone, Steve Siebold back with mentaltoughnessblog.com, out on the proverbial road, actually via Skype and Zoom and everything else, promoting our new book, my new book with Tom Matthews, How Money Works, Stop Being a Sucker. Sold over 300,000 copies since December. We're really proud of the book. It's going all over. It's the #1 book in personal finance right now in the world, sales-wise, so we're proud of that. So I wanted to share with you the 5 things that self-made millionaires, or the self-made millionaires that I've been talking to in the last couple of weeks, are doing with their money right now. There's so many mistakes being made by people with money, and I'm talking on Fox. I'm talking on ABC News tomorrow somewhere in Texas. I just did the show in Philadelphia, and I think that airs tomorrow. And so I wanted to give you a sneak peek at this before these shows air on 5 things self-made millionaires are doing with their money. The first one is they're getting out of the stock market. If you're worth $100 million or more, you probably want to be buying up stock. Oil looks pretty good right now. It's at negative rates. The market just closed a few minutes ago, down 590 points. And from what all my friends on Wall Street are saying, the markets are far crazy and more volatile than the news is reporting. So if you have funny money, like some people do, then stay in the markets and play the game. But if you don't, get out of the markets. And the top 1% of earners in this country, people earning, say, between $500,000 and $5 million a year, should probably be getting out of the market unless you can afford to lose big. It's just too volatile for most of us, okay? So get out of the market. Take your gains you made in the 11-year bull run, and get out and get in some safer money. Number 2, apply for any federal aid for which you can qualify. There's lots of different programs. There's the PPP. There's, of course, unemployment if you have a job or a small business, or you're an independent contractor. Don't be ashamed to apply for help. Here's why. We don't know how long this is going to last. You guys, the media says one thing, the politicians say another, the scientists say another. I don't know who to believe. I don't have a crystal ball, but I'm preparing for the worst. That's what the millionaires are doing. The smart money seems to be doing. So call your banker. If you have a banker, if you have a relationship, call your banker, negotiate your any payments you have. If you have a mortgage, try to get your mortgage deferred for 3 months. They're doing that at a lot of the banks. It's a really good idea. Do not be ashamed, even if you have money in the bank, because people are going to take these loans. Believe me, I know multimillionaires that are doing this right now. So don't be ashamed to do it. Take the money, because the money will go out. The federal government is probably going to forgive most of these deferments and these loans down the road. So we'll see if that happens. But don't be ashamed to do it. Do it, okay? Another thing they're doing is they're storing cash in safety deposit boxes in a safety deposit box in their bank. Store as much cash as you possibly can. And then the next one is try to live on credit as much as you can. Put your food on credit, put everything on a credit card, and run it up. I mean, I don't want you to run your credit cards up as high as they can. I don't mean to say that, but use credit. Use credit now, because cash is king, and it will be king. And so put your food on credit, put everything on credit, and because we don't know how long this is going to last. Once we have an end point here, if that ever happens, then we'll know how to budget for this. But right now, cash is king. So make sure you implement these things. Be smart. Like it says in the book, stop being a sucker. And I mean, it sounds like a funny thing to say, but I really mean it. Like a lot of friends of mine are saying, well, I don't want to ask for money because I've got, money in the bank. So I don't want to go get a deferment on my mortgage. I don't want to go tell my landlord that I can't pay my rent because I have money. Stop being a sucker. Do it anyway. You don't know how long this is going to last. You have money now, possibly. But what about in 3 months? What if everyone goes back to work like we're all trying to do? And I want to do that too. What if we all go back to work and everyone gets sick? You know what'll happen? The whole economy will shut down. We'll go into a depression. Well, if we go into a Great Depression, which is totally possible, cash is going to be the only thing that means anything. So think about that. Once there's an end in sight, you can change. But go, and don't be ashamed. Go for those deferments. Put things on credit. Put cash in. If you have cash, put it in a safety deposit. Don't leave it in your house. Don't leave it in your house. Okay? Put it in a safety deposit box at the bank to make sure it's safe and secure. Do these things, and you'll have a better chance of coming out financially stronger, or at least solvent, at the end of this crisis. Okay, so I just want to give you an update. This is what I'm talking about on television and radio all this week. I wanted to give you a heads up before the media starts, the TV shows start airing tomorrow. Okay, so stay safe, stay smart with your money, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.